Good moto morning. Welcome to Kraken's Garage. I'm your host Eric, and on Kraken's Garage we discuss all good things on 2 and 3 wheels, plus some mini moto and scooter content as well. Today's topic is spring riding. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. So today's topic has been spring riding. I don't know if you folks have noticed, if you watch my other recent uploads, there's pretty darn near an accident in every single video that I'm driving by. A bad accident. That'll buff right out. I don't know what it is, and I don't know, maybe this is a Virginia or East Coast based issue. But every spring, when the weather gets warm and people get froggy and they're dragging out their bikes and convertibles and cars, and you know, they don't really pay as much attention to the road when they're riding around and driving around. So as a result, there's a lot of absent-minded drivers and there's a lot of accidents happening on the road. These accidents could be avoided. It's called situational awareness, and yes, probably some of them are texting, fiddling with the radio in their car. I see a lot of bikers go down in the springtime because they don't do the basic maintenance when they bring their bike out of storage. They don't check their tire pressure. They don't inspect the tires, make sure there's no cracks in the sidewall. They don't check their oil or coolant levels. They're not checking their brake fluid. Is it discolored? Is it getting water in it? These things are paramount. You have got to do them on a regular basis, more so the first ride of the season. They have an 80-degree day, and last week it was 40 degrees, so they hop on it, footloose and fancy free, not putting on their gear, and rocket out of there, blowing around cars, horsing around, and something gives on the bike and down they go. It happens every spring. I've seen it hundreds of times. My advice to each and every one of you on this particular video is please, for the love of God, inspect your bike before you take it out. All of you Canadians up north and people around Michigan, Minnesota, you're just now getting into the riding season and you're going to start riding. If it's not your forte to inspect the bike, take it to your dealership. I don't care what brand it is. This is not a Harley issue. This is not a Vespa issue or a Honda issue. This is anything on 2 or 3 wheel issue. Take your bike in, have the techs give it a safety inspection and check the bike over. I think it's really imperative that people have a checklist, is what I use. I just print one off my computer and I go over each item. And it's quite good. Jody from Purple on 3 went so far as to make a list with an acronym and have it made with one of her stickers, which I thought was way cool, that she's handing out. There is a person who's trying to save another rider. That's what it's all about. I keep harping on it. Turning young riders into old riders is what we're trying to do, and that comes through knowledge. The second thing I wanted to mention is possibly, I don't care if you've been riding for 30 years, go sign up for an advanced MSF class. They may remind you of something that you have forgotten about years ago and make you practice and think those thoughts through that could save your life or a passenger's life that's on the back of your bike. They've gotten quite expensive to take the MSF classes. They used to be, when I was instructing, I don't know, 30 to 50 bucks. And in my area, they're around 200 now, I want to say. Be sure to check those out and possibly take one of them. Maybe take the buddy system is always fun. Maybe take a buddy that's new to riding or something with you, and you know, go through that class. And they teach you hard braking, and while you're heeled over in a corner, they teach you panic stops using the front brake, panic stops with the rear brake. Just solid core information that's going to keep you alive and enjoy the sport all that much more. So I highly recommend it. I'll put some links down below to the MSF Foundation where you can log on and plug in your zip code. I don't know if you other folks in the UK and Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia have these type of things, or if this is just a North American issue. So something to think about. Maybe I'll give away, for one of my big giveaways, I'll pay for an MSF class for a rider. I think that would be a brilliant idea. I got to think about that. So give that some thought. Also, while spring riding, for those of you that live in northern climates where you get a lot of snow, it's not uncommon for the snow trucks to dump rock salt or pea gravel onto the road. So when you get up into the mountainous areas like I was just riding in, you will see pea gravel on the sides, middle, and on the left side as well. And let's say this car comes over and he's veering on my side of the lane, and it forces me to redirect and have to ride on that pea gravel. If you're on a turn, you're in harm's way and you have a good percentage chance of going down. So pay attention to the road when you're exiting winter. It's not fun to start off your riding season wrapping your bike around a tree in the ditch. Something to think about. Give it some thought, folks. Those are my subtle, gentle hints and tips for the day to keep you alive and on two wheels and enjoying the sport. And there's my ghost dog, Daisy May. She's hiding right up here. She's here to remind me to wrap this video up. If you would like to become a Patreon, the link is listed right down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding because it's good for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.